So hi, I'm Felipe Jaramillo. I'm the CEO of Aplyca and a long-time Ibexa partner. I'm happy to be joined by Bertrand Maugain, the CEO of Ibexa, and he's going to share a few ideas around the digital experience landscape and especially how Ibexa and Quantum are expanding the possibilities for digital experience through a series of very exciting acquisitions, mergers, and other great news. So, Bertrand, welcome.
Thank you.
Could you, for people that don't know you as well as some in the event, could you describe and tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, very shortly. Well, I have been in the CMS DXP industry for more than 20 years. I'm an engineer myself originally, French, now living in Norway for 20 years. And I'm now in charge of Ibexa, so CEO of Ibexa out of Norway. And we have now done 2 acquisitions, one with Raptor, a CDP platform, and Quable, a PIM. And very exciting period now for Ibexa.
So how do these acquisitions change the possibilities with Ibexa? I know that there are customers that have been running the platform for many years.
Yeah.
What do you think has changed?
Well, it's the composability trend that you have also been experiencing for quite some time, that it basically opened up new opportunities for our customers, for our partners, to have different approaches in their digital transformation. So if you are at a different level of digital maturity, you can start your journey maybe with a CMS, with a PIM, you can invest in a CDP, or maybe you are in a phase where marketing efficiency is everything you need, and then you have the DXP, which is really boosting efficiency and performance for marketing teams. So it's bringing more opportunities and more, let's say, doors to digitalization for our customers.
During the event, you mentioned that there were 3 main pillars that would organize the offering moving forward.
Yeah.
Could you explain a little bit more about that?
And I mean, this is often what you're asked, like, what is really Ibexa helping concretely the clients with, right? And there are 3 things that we really invest in. The main one is go-to-market acceleration. This is really what we do at Ibexa. We help, and I say go-to-market because all the product offerings, not only the marketing effort, but really bringing to market business operating in 2, 10, 20 countries. They need to go to market with marketing, messaging, product offerings, and personalization. So that's really the mission, the first mission of the platform. The second is about hyper-personalization. We believe this is going to be key to differentiate yourself in an AI-driven world. So we are bringing CDP at the heart of the DXP, so that customer data, the context of the customer, is brought close to the content that you deliver. And last but not least, the internal mission of a DXP, which is the marketing efficiency, unification of interfaces, of tools, collaboration. This is really AI, obviously, is everywhere in that part of our value proposition. So that's it. Go-to-market, hyper-personalization, and this cohesive and comprehensive solution, especially when you have a fragmented MarTech stack.
Fantastic. So there's something we've seen with customers is as they start adopting a composable approach, they are faced with multiple choices.
Yeah.
And we've seen that they struggle creating and maintaining relationships with multiple vendors. We've mentioned it before, how procurement tends to be a bottleneck in terms of activating each and every one of these vendors and negotiating unified conditions and service level agreements and other things. How have you seen this manifest itself in the market?
Yeah, well, it's actually the strengths of that approach to have a lot of SaaS application helping you to solve concrete problems. But then when you start to add up a lot of them, even though it can be very powerful to create great digital experience, you end up having operational issues. First of all, from an internal perspective, you have your marketing team that needs to log in 10, 12 systems to manage an end-to-end customer experience. This is quite difficult to to do. And you've heard of this MACH fatigue, the MACH alliance, the MACH fatigue concept or word that we hear more and more in the market, because this is hard to orchestrate your marketing effort, and there is the commercial let's say fatigue in a way to handle so many contracts, so many SLAs, so many things also in the background for a customer. So the vision of Quantum is we have a composable approach, but you can pick components in the group as well. But if you need a single point of contact, a single SLA, a single vendor to go to, partners that know all those systems together, then we have also a commercial value proposition for that. So it's a combination of being more efficient operationally and more efficient commercially for our customers. If that makes sense.
Total sense. And what I also see is that there is a massive gap in maturity between customers. During the event and the awards, you see customers that are quite far in their adoption of these technologies, whereas other customers are getting started with more robust CMSs. Maybe they've upgraded from open source CMSs, and they're trying to tackle content creation, content distribution challenges, but they are not as aware of the possibilities of what a customer data platform is, or what a PIM would bring. What type of advice would you give both of these type of customers?
First of all, I think more than the digital maturity, which is a concept that we hear a lot, or a terminology we hear a lot, I think it's the complexity of the business of our customers that usually, translate into how far have they gone in purchasing different types of solutions for their marketing efforts. So one of the mission we have is to help the most complex businesses with long sales cycles in their product offerings, complex service offerings, complex go-to-market. They are kind of, slowed down by this inherent complexity, and they cannot digitalize as fast as others. So we see two different types of scenario. You have indeed customers who have invested in some components already for their MarTech stack, and for them, I think they need to address the marketing efficiency on the other side. How can they make the marketing team more efficient? And we have also clients that have invested more in horizontal platforms. You were talking about maybe CMS's platform or DXP platform. I think for them, the challenge is maybe to go into more composable direction where, for example, investing in CDP, we see a lot of clients who want to start gathering their customer data and take it seriously and activate it now in their activities. So we see those two sides of the equation very, very present. Either you have done some things already and you need to work on your efficiency and better manage your customer experience, or you are good at managing the customer experience, but you struggle with, not having this agility internally.
Yeah. Thank you. I think it's very important that you have that view of this, the state that each of the customers is in, and have a way of helping them bridge that gap. It's very intimidating. I've talked to a lot of people, and it's definitely more complex, and there is a cognitive challenge in order to get an idea of both how these technologies are deployed and also how they are operated.
Definitely, and I think that the role of AI here is also very important. Especially when you want to boost the marketing efficiency. One of the key layer of the DXP moving forward is an AI orchestration layer that will be key. So, and for marketing teams, boosting that efficiency will be key. So that's something we also see a lot for any types of client in any steps of their digital maturity, in a way, getting more expertise, having more people use AI components to get into that phase of digitalization. I think it's an advice, I think, that is obvious. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. This event is probably one of the largest that you've organized. Maybe you can comment a little bit on why you chose Barcelona, why you chose the venue for the awards, and what that shows for the customers and the attendees in the.
You're right. I mean, we are fortunate to see a great growth. I was explaining yesterday in the keynote that we have 100% growth from 1st of Jan 24 to 1st of Jan 25, both with organic and of course external growth. Now with Raptor, CDP, Quable PIM, and Ibexa as a constellation. And of course, it materialized with a bigger ecosystem. The word ecosystem is key. We see many more partners, many more customers joining that ecosystem. And here in Europe in January, when you are I live in Norway, it's cold. We like to gather our partners in a nice place. We have customers, we have partners in Spain, and we like to come to a warmer place to meet once a year in a very nice area. So Barcelona was obvious. We were lucky to go to the FC Barcelona museum last night for the gala dinner and the awards show. So no, it's just fantastic. It's a very great event. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bertrand. I know you have other commitments, but I appreciate you taking the time to explain some of these topics in more detail with us.
Always a pleasure. Since 2005, always a pleasure, Felipe.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.